fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Atlanta.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
Atlanta.
A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
7. Saints, nothing. Tucker
McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They got a man. It's Hurts. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Raining out to return it. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Hyde. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Second down, here's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Well, he's free going down the left side.
They should have put a stamp on me in the
race. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 36. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Find out what your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Another carry now for Gurley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense that came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Second and 14. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. The throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Formation for the Falcons.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Robert Woods. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
on 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the run, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On first down, Hurts.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, here's the option.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down.
This is Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they'll try to jet sweep here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Punch it in, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll wind up giving 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Gurley on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to let it go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Shaquille Griffin with the pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.